Hey there, I'm Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. Welcome to a 45-minute power practice. This high-energy yoga class focuses on building strength through dynamic movements working toward our peak pose, Baby Grasshopper. I will include core strengthening postures and Kapalabhati breathing to ignite your inner power, leaving you feeling strong, accomplished, and energized. This is the very first class filmed in our new studio for 2025. It's bigger, brighter, and airy, and it's a perfect space to kick off the new year. I've created another playlist for this class on Spotify if you want to practice with music. Just click the QR code to my right or click the link in the description below. One more fun piece of news. Our April 2025 yoga teacher training applications are now live. This is a 200-hour foundations teacher training that will be a hybrid of online learning and in-person learning in Costa Rica. We're really excited, so apply now at 5parksyoga.com/YTT. A quick thank you to all my amazing YouTube members and Patreon supporters. You are the ones that keep 5 Parks Yoga thriving. Your support matters, and I hope it shows in the ever-improving quality of our classes. If you'd like to join our crew, check out 5parksyoga.com/support, and thank you again. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear how you feel after this powerful class. Now roll out your mat and let's start in an extended child's pose. Take a moment to settle into this child's pose. Let your body soften as you surrender into your mat, allowing yourself to fully arrive in this space. Feel the connection between your forehead and the ground beneath you, anchoring you to the present moment. Begin to notice your breath. Feel the natural rhythm of your inhale and exhale. With each breath, invite a sense of calm and focus into your body. The power practice ahead asks you to arrive here, connecting to your strength, the resilience within you, in this knowing that your power comes not just from physical strength, but from your ability to stay present, to breathe deeply, and to move with purpose. From this place, which is steady, supported, and connected to the earth beneath you, trust in your ability to meet challenges with grace and determination. Begin to deepen your breath, fully filling up your belly as you inhale, pausing at the top, exhaling with an open mouth, emptying all the way to the bottom. Breathe in through your nose. Once again, pause at the top. And this time with closed lips, breathe out through your nose. Stay connected to your long, slow, steady inhales and exhales as we begin to open the body. So keep your arms straight, fingers spread. Keep your toes connected. We're going to move from child's pose to a modified up dog. So come forward as you inhale. Bring your toes with you. Press forward, open your chest. Reach the back of your head toward your toes toward the back of your head as you lift your chin. And then exhale, press back, child's pose. Okay, let's continue to do that. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, press back. 2 more times. Breathe in, come forward. Exhale back. Last time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Simply slide your left arm underneath your underneath your right for a thread the needle. Rest your left ear down. Palm faces up toward the ceiling. Walk your right fingertips a little bit further forward, stretching through your right side, and feel the stretch in the back of your left shoulder. Stretch your left arm forward and just slide your right arm underneath your left for a modified thread the needle, resting your right ear down on your mat. Right palm faces up. Now walk your left fingertips a little bit further forward. Feel that stretch on your left side. Right arm extends back to child's pose. Now press your way up to tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round to cat. We're going to take two more together. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to tabletop. Now take some free movements here. You can roll your hips, sway side to side, stretch your legs back one at a time. Continue with cats and cows. I'm just going to give you about 3 more breaths here. Feel it out and come back to that question. How am I feeling today? Where am I holding tension? What's happening with my mind? Am I present here on my mat? All right, let's meet at tabletop position. Okay, right away we're gonna fire up the core. So tuck your toes under. We're coming into bear pose. So lift your knees up off of the mat, hover here. No big deal right at first. It's gonna start to get a little bit spicy. Now what I want you to do is pull, you're not gonna move anything, but energetically pull your wrists back and pull your knees forward. Can you feel that? Really engage in your low core. Now kind of relax back to where you were. Still hovering. Now again, pull your wrists back, pull your knees forward. Can you feel that fire up? I can. All right, now stay in this position and then just tap your right knee to the floor. It's gonna be a minor movement in your low back. Come back to neutral, tap your left knee. Neutral, right, and left. And keep on going. Right, left. Is it getting spicy? Right, left, right, left. And one more. Right, left, neutral, release. How's that? Take your feet flat to the floor, puppy pose. Keep your hips over your knees, walk your hands forward, a little bit wide, and then release your chest down towards your mat. Maybe your forehead, just depends on how your shoulders are feeling today. One more breath in puppy. Walk your hands back so they're underneath your shoulders. And tuck your toes under it. Now we're coming to downward facing dog. Release your heels down toward the mat as your hips rise up toward the ceiling. Maybe elongate your down dog here. And then freeform movement here. So you can bend and straighten one leg at a time, wobble out your head, sway your hips side to side. So being present in your movement. So you're moving with your body, asking your body, what do you need right now? And responding in real time. Okay, let's meet in a static downward facing dog. We're gonna take a similar dynamic movement here, but it's bigger. So we're gonna go from down dog to up dog with tucked toes. So let's do that together with the breath. So you're gonna look forward. You're gonna kind of raise your heels, shift your shoulders over your wrists, look past your fingers, release your hips down, toes stay tucked. So it's a modified upward facing dog. So reach the crown of your head up, 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 shoulders back, chest wide. Maybe lift your chin just a little bit and then press back, down dog. All right, you see where we're going with this? 3 more times with the breath. Let's do it together. Inhale up, dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Big movements there. Now look toward your hands. Walk with bent legs, nice and slow. Little baby steps toward your wrists. Bend your legs a lot, ragdoll. So rest your torso on your thighs, hang heavy. Hands on blocks, hands on the floor. Hands interlacing opposite elbow, whatever feels good. This is a spine lengthener, so you want your head and your shoulders and your torso to be heavy. You're not really focused here on the hamstrings. Focus on the length of your back body. You maybe sway side to side if that feels good. Alrighty, let's release our hands down if they're not there already. Come up to a halfway lift. So this time you're gonna start to lengthen your legs, your hamstrings as you straighten your legs. And then exhale, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. So you can stay here. Again, this is focusing on the length of the back of your legs. So feel into that. If your legs aren't straight, no worries. You're just working in that direction. One more breath in Uttanasana. Maybe a little bit deeper on that last exhale. We're gonna rise up to tall mountain. So come up to a halfway lift, flat back, reach your arms out to the side, come all the way up. Bring your hands to heart center, connecting your palms, thumbs toward your sternum, shoulders relaxed, gaze is soft or eyes are closed. Set an intention for your practice, one word that comes to mind, and then make it into a statement. So I am strong, I'm confident, I'm resilient, I'm courageous, I'm ready to meet the challenge, whatever that is for you. So make that statement, breathe it in. Exhale, release your arms to your side, mountain pose. Breathe in, tall mountain. Breathe out, cactus your arms, opening your chest. Tall mountain, big inhale. Standing forward, fold, come all the way down. Halfway lift, standing forward, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank pose, hold for 3, 2, 1. Shift forward, shoulders past your wrists, lower down, elbows by your ribs, grazing your ribs, slow, slow, slow. Take the tops of your feet flat to the floor, breathe in, cobra pose, Bhujangasana, lift up, breathe out, lower down. 2 more times, breathe in. Exhale. Okay, on this lift, hold. See if you can lift your hands up off of your mat. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Release. Tuck your toes under, press up, high plank, back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and out. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Fire up your core. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. Okay, shin to the floor. Lift up, round your spine, shin to the floor. Lift up, round your spine, shin to the floor. Lift up, hold, kind of pulse your knee toward your nose for 3, 2, 1. 3-legged dog, press it up and back, open your hip, bend your leg. Breathe in, straighten out your leg, level out your hips, breathe out, low lunge, round your spine just like you did. Now set your foot between your hands. Take a big inhale as you stretch your right leg long. Exhale, standing pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, look past your toes. Exhale, chair pose. Step your left foot to meet your right, reach your arms back. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale, cactus. Tall mountain. Standing forward fold. Halfway lift. Standing forward fold. Step back, high plank this time. Shift forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. If it's in your practice, lower halfway down. Take the tops of your feet flat to the floor. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high, knee to nose. You're looking past your fingertips as you bring your knee to your nose. Three-legged dog. Okay, shift forward, knee to nose, pause, shin to the floor. Lift it up and round, shin to the floor. Again, shin to the floor. Round, now hold, knee to nose, pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog, open your hip, bend your leg, pause. Straighten out your leg, level out your hips, knee to nose. This time, set your foot between your hands. Right away, extended pyramid pose. You're straightening through your left leg and then bringing your forehead toward your shin. One breath here. Look past your toes, halfway lift, chair pose. Step forward, bend your legs, reach your arms back. Inhale, tall mountain. Cactus your arms. Tall mountain. Standing forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Exhale. So step, walk, back, halfway down, all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So that's the last time I'll state all of your options, but just remember this is your practice. Lots of chaturangas in this practice. Take them or leave them. Modify them as needed. Moving on. So let's lift the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Release your back knee down to the floor. Inhale, crescent moon pose. So these are going to be dynamic movements. Exhale, half splits with airplane arms. So you're going to straighten through your right leg. Reach your arms back, lift your toes up off of your mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. One more time, inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. And pause for 3, 2, 1. Crescent moon. Now, lift your back knee up off the floor. Crescent lunge. Lower your back knee to the floor without touching. Okay, so dip down, cactus your arms. Press it up. Again, dip down, press it up. And one more time. Press it up. Hinge forward. Reach back, airplane lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Step back, high plank pose, lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog is your breath in, and downward facing dog is your breath out. Okay, we're just building some heat here in the body. So lift your left leg high, step forward, low lunge. Release your back knee, crescent moon pose, rise up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crescent moon, half splits, crescent moon, half splits and hold, maybe a little bit deeper, feel that left hamstring, come back, crescent moon, lift your back knee up off the floor for crescent lunge, cactus dip, right knee, tap, cactus arms, lift, tap. Lift, tap, lift, airplane lunge. Hinge forward, reach back, inhale, crescent lunge, exhale, low lunge. Step back, high plank. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high, step forward, low lunge. Rise up to crescent lunge. Take your hands to your heart, hinge forward, and twist. Left elbow, right knee. Press your palms together, lift your chest so your sternum comes toward your thumbs. Okay, look down at the floor if you're not already. Step your left foot to meet your right. Chair pose, sink low. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Airplane chair balancing. So lift your heels, squeeze your knees, squeeze your triceps. Sit a little bit lower. You've got this, you can do this. Feel your quads. Okay, now lower your heels, lift your arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga if you want it. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift your left leg high and step forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart for a twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Really press your palms together as you twist a little bit deeper. If you're not already, look down at your left foot. Step your right foot to meet your left for twisting chair. Come to center. Airplane chair. Balance. Lift your heels up off the floor. Lower down. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Now lower your heels. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Come up to crescent lunge and make your way to warrior 2. Okay, we're gonna do a flow with side lunges. So options to keep your lunge high or low. So from warrior 2, you're gonna come into a side lunge on your left leg. So come to a side lunge. You can keep a high like I'm doing, okay, high. Or if you wanna go low, Skandasana. Or you can mix it up, okay? So wherever you are, you're holding, okay? You're getting the benefits out of this pose. Are you ready? We're gonna go back to warrior 2, face the front, Skandasana to the left, high or low. Warrior 2, side lunge, low lunge to the front, step back, high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Let's try that on the other side. Lift your left leg, step forward, crescent lunge, warrior 2. Okay, we're gonna pause for a second on this side. Okay, we're coming into Skandasana on the right leg. High or low, you need to like peek at the screen and see what I'm doing, go ahead and do that. So high lunge, like so, all the way down, like so. And maybe you mix it up and do a combo, okay? Back to warrior 2, side lunge. Warrior 2, Skandasana. Warrior 2. Oh, I think I got an extra one there. Skandasana, low lunge. All right, do you like that? It's challenging, it's working a lot of muscles there. High plank, we're meeting in down dog. Okay, we're gonna incorporate that into a flow with some more postures, including balancing. Okay, so now that you've got the hang of that transition, hopefully, lift your right leg high, step forward, low lunge, crescent lunge. Here we go. Warrior 2. We're adding on those, so listen closely. Skandasana to the left. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Now hold side angle. You can have your arm up, forward, bound. Welcome to, since we're holding it, you can try a couple different variations. Your body's gonna be different every single time you practice. So you wanna have an opportunity to try out some different things. Okay, come back to side angle extended, and then come back to a reverse triangle. So you're gonna reach up and back. Now lift your right toes up off the floor. So we're gonna build some strength in the top of the shin. So do you feel that muscle fire up? Okay, low lunge and side plank. So plant your left hand down, bring your right foot to meet your left, and your right arm is gonna come up. Lift your right leg up off of your left, reach your right arm forward, bring your elbow to your knee for 3, 2, 1. High plank, chaturanga if you want it. Down dog. Okay, opportunity to hold side angle on this side. So lift your left leg up, going through our flow. Step forward, crescent lunge, warrior 2, skandasana, warrior 2, reverse warrior. So you stay low in your front leg, prepping for side angle pose. Okay, check out all the variations. I mentioned them on the first side. Might be different on the second side. Feel it out. If you're bound or in any other variation, come back to extended side angle and then reverse triangle. Lift your left toes up off the floor. Feel that muscle in the top of your shin fire up. Low lunge, circle it down, side plank. Right hand's your foundation, left foot comes on top of your right. All right, join me if you want. Left arm forward, left leg lifts, 3 knee crunches, elbow to knee, 3, whoa, 2, and 1. Having a little balance issue on this side. Come back, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Alrighty, we're gonna do active rest. So you might wanna flop down in child's pose or join me in Malasana. So bring your feet to the outside of your hands. It's a wide yogi squat. So tailbone comes down, elbows connect to your knees, hands at heart center. When I come into Malasana, I like to just kind of rock side to side a little bit, maybe lift up and down a little bit. It's a really, really big pose for the hips. So you can kind of ask yourself, how are my hips doing today? How are you guys doing? Tight? Strong? I am fill in the blank. Okay, keep your hands connected, elbows to the knees. We're gonna lift and lower for 3. So just lift your hips to the height of your knees and lower. 2, lift and lower. 1, lift and lower. Okay, option here, hold Malasana or take Bakasana, crow pose. So plant your hands, bring your feet in. Great for building core strength, confidence, resilience. If you fall out, come back in. If you get one toe up off the floor today, that's awesome. I'm giving you a chance for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in crow, come back to Malasana. Bring your hands to your heart. If you're in crow, if you were in crow, shake it out. Let that go. Alrighty. Bring your hands to your mat. You can jump back to chaturanga or just walk back to down dog. If you jump back to chaturanga, jump and land with bent arms. It's a great practice if you're moving into a crow jump back. So if you're not ready for crow jump back, and bravo to anyone who did a crow jump back, you can practice from Malasana. Let's move on. Lift your right leg high, step forward, crescent lunge, warrior 2, skandasana to the back, warrior 2, reverse warrior, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, step onto your right leg, Hold here. If you want to try Chapasana, sugarcane pose, bend your left leg, take hold of your foot. Okay, now we're gonna land from half moon into prayer squat. So prep yourself, slow and steady. Mindfully land, prayer squat, hands at heart center, lift your right heel up off the floor. Release and left heel. Release and both heels for 3, 2, 1. Release your heels, bring your fingertips to graze the floor. Rise up to star. Exhale, warrior 2, face the front of your mat. Reverse triangle with lifted toes. Side plank. So roll it on down, left hand's your foundation. Maybe you want to bind by taking your right big toe, lifting it up. That's just an option. For 3, 2, 1. Roll over to high plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. From here, take all of your weight onto your left foot. Lift your right leg up and back for standing splits. Lower your forehead down toward your shin. Drive your heel up to the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna do 5 Jiva squats. Bring your right knee behind your left. Bend into a little ball. Bend your leg and come into a little ball. Maybe you can bring your hands to prayer. Maybe not. Or maybe you do a combo. Now lift back up to standing splits and then tuck and curl Jiva squat. That's 2. Keep going. 3, 4, 5. Now make your way back to standing splits. Keep your leg lifted as you walk forward to high plank with your right leg lifted. Okay, if you want to lower your foot here, go for it. Otherwise, Ekapada, Chaturanga. Go forward, lower down, upward dog, downward facing dog. Let's move to the left side. Lift your left leg high, low lunge. Crescent lunge, warrior 2. Skandasana to the right. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Balance here. You can play around if you want to take Chapasana. Bend your right leg, hold, bind your foot. If you're bound, release. And your release is prayer squat. Step lightly, lower down, hold. Now take your knees and pulse them out. It's such a micro movement, you might not even see it. But pulse, pulse, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's hard. Okay, sink a little bit lower. Graze your mat with your fingertips. Rise up to star. Warrior 2. Reverse triangle, lift your toes. Low lunge. Side plank is your next posture. If you want to bind, big toe hold, go for it. Otherwise, step your foot back. Remember, there's a lot of modifications for side plank. You can take your knee to the floor, foot to the floor. And let's make our way to high plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. From this forward fold, we're coming into standing splits. Lift your opposite leg up off the floor. Lower your forehead towards your shin. Lift your heel a little bit higher, 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 higher. Now chamber your left knee behind your right. Pause, maybe you take your hands to heart center, curl into a little tiny ball, and then 5 times. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Got 3 more. 2, 1, look forward, walk your hands forward, keep your back leg or your lifted leg high. And then maybe you want to try Ekapada Chaturanga, or you can just do high plank, low plank. And come back to downward facing dog. Look toward your hands, step, walk, float to a seat. And then right away to boat pose, Navasana. Lift your feet up, press your fingertips towards your toes or maybe toward the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna go high to low. High boat, low boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands to your heart. We're working on twists and core strength. So right elbow to the floor, back to center. Left, right, left, and then just make it smooth. Like you're rowing your boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend your arms forward. See if you can straighten out your legs and then just tap your right heel, right, left, like you're fluttering your feet in the water. And then just speed it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your knees to your chest and just roll back. Come into a little ball. Let's take a reclined twist. Bring your right knees to the right, left arm to the left. It's a little bit of active rest here, so take a deep breath here on the right side. Come through center. Release your knees to the left, gaze to the right. Big breath in and out. Come back to center. Let's take one roll forward and then make your way back to downward facing dog. If you are loving the chaturangas, go for it. And then from downward facing dog, lift your right leg up. We're coming into half pigeon pose. So bring your shin in the direction of parallel with the front of your mat. Now from here, I hope you didn't flop into pigeon because I'm gonna give you more instruction. Keep your hands planted. Start to straighten through your right leg. It should be kind of toward your left hand. Lift your toes up off the floor. Bring your forehead down toward your shin. It's a big stretch for the outside of your right leg as you prepare for pigeon. All right, you can set your foot down and then release your knee down. Okay, so now you're in half pigeon pose. Press up. Okay, we're building some spinal strength here. So take your hands behind you, interlace them. Press your fists toward your heel. Feel everything in the back line light up. Light up. Feel your left hip flexor stretching as you pull back. And then release half pigeon. We're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. Plant your hands. Press back, 3-legged, open hips if you'd like. Wild thing. Go ahead and flip over. And open up. We haven't done a lot of back bending in this class, so this might feel really good. Front line opener, and then back to down dog. Let's do that on the other side. So lift your left leg up. Half pigeon on the left side, but pause. So plant your left foot in the direction of your right hand. And then begin to straighten through your left leg. Maybe lift your toes up off the floor, feeling into the left side. Just speaking for myself, my left side, way different than my right. So it is what it is. Just moving with that side. And you can release to half pigeon, shin to the floor. Let's press up first. This is a really active pigeon. So we're getting maximum benefits here. Take your hands behind your back. Press your fists toward your heel. So we're getting this deep stretch in the left hip while we build strength through the low back, mid back, upper back, and we're opening up the chest So big stretch through the shoulders. Now release. 3 breaths, half pigeon pose. Return to your intention. This is where you really pull on forward momentum, facing the challenge. This is our last push of class. You've got this. We're gonna come into baby grasshopper. So from here, I want you to press back, 3-legged dog, open hip, wild thing if you want. Down dog. All right, look toward your hands. Just walk your feet to meet your hands. We're gonna take standing forward fold with any arm variations. You can take big toe hold if you want, okay? Big toe hold. You can take your arms around your legs and do an infinity grip. So wrapping your arms around, bringing your left hand to your right shin, your right hand to your left shin. Again, if this doesn't make sense, you can look at the screen. It's a little bit of a complicated grip to explain. This is called infinity grip. You can just rest your hands on the floor or blocks. We're just getting deeper into the hamstrings. All right, release your grip, whatever it is, and then take your hands flat to the floor. We're coming back to our standing splits. So let's start on the right leg. Lift your left leg up and take a Jiva squat. Lift your left leg up. We're gonna take standing soldier pose. So stay low in your forward bend. Bend your left leg, reach around, take hold of your left foot with your right hand. Now kick your foot into your hand, staying in your forward fold over your right leg. Okay. And from here, we're going into baby grasshopper. So what you're gonna do is keep a hold of your foot. So you're wrapping your fingers around the outside of your left foot, coming back into that Jiva squat. Okay, here's the transition. You're gonna kick your foot to the right, keep your left hand planted, and we're gonna come into a chaturanga arm as we extend the left leg long. Baby grasshopper. If you can do full grasshopper, go for it. I'm not gonna explain it because it's a whole other pose, it's a whole other animal, and I can't do it. So anyways, if grasshopper's in your practice, bravo. All right, so release, back to standing splits, and back to standing forward fold. Okay, we already stretched the hamstrings. Let's switch sides. Left leg is your foundation. Lift your right leg up. 1 Jiva squat. Squat down, little ball. Standing splits. Standing soldier or fallen soldier, I don't know what it's called. Bring your left hand around for your right foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Lower your forehead toward your shin. If you know the proper name of that pose, you can leave it in the comments. It's something soldier. Okay, now we're coming into baby grasshopper pose. So you're gonna bend back into that Jiva squat. Nice strong grip on your right foot. Chaturanga arm on your right side. Okay, I can't do this side, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm with you if you're learning this pose. Like I said, my left side, not so bueno. All right, so this is kind of baby grasshopper, a little bit. Not exactly right, but you get the idea. Hopefully you're trying it with me. We're in this together. Okay, standing splits. Standing forward fold. Halfway lift. Ball of yarn, lift your heels, lower down. Wrap your arms around your legs if that's possible, I guess, or you can keep your hands on the floor. Okay, Kapalabhati breathing is next. You can take whatever position you want, but I prefer to be in a squatting position with my toes tucked, toes pose essentially. You can take your feet flat to the floor, or you can come into Sukhasana easy pose. Anything that works for you. I'm gonna guide you through Kapalabhati breathing. We'll start out slow, increase the pace. This really just gets all of that energy wrapped up into a little ball that you get to experience in your body. So place your hands on your knees. We'll take 1 breath together, breathe in. Big open mouth exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale, snap your belly. Faster. Three, two, one. Exhale all the way. Breathe in, pause at the top. Any dizziness, let your breath go. Otherwise, hold it. Feel it rising. Feel that energy rise, rise, rise. Hold it in, hold it in. And of course, when you're ready, big exhale. Let the dust settle. Make your way down onto your back. I just hope you felt all that sensation in your body because it's very powerful. It's called skull shining breath, Kapalabhati breathing. Once you're down on your back, we're just gonna take one posture before Savasana. So I'm gonna suggest we take happy baby here. Draw your knees in, separate your feet. You can take hold of whatever is accessible, rock side to side. If you're craving anything else, just about hit that 45-minute mark. If we did a twist, we did some hip openers, etc. throughout class, but if you want anything else before Savasana, go for it. Otherwise, let's meet in Savasana pose. Most important one, please don't skip it. This is where the yoga magic happens. So can you just be present here on your back, vulnerable with your palms facing up and your feet flopping open. You're just open. You're open to receive. You're in a state of rest and relaxation. So let's close our practice together with a breath. So breathe in, hold it at the top. And of course, when you're ready, big open mouth exhale. True strength lies not only in the power of your body, but in the resilience of your spirit. Each movement, each breath builds a foundation of strength that extends far beyond your mat. So as you step off of your mat and into the world, carry this strength with you, not as a force to overcome, but as a quiet confidence that guides you through every challenge. Let's come out of this posture together. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your body long. Roll to the side. Return to your intention. Press up to a seat. Good job, everyone. Let's close together. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your hearts. From my heart to each and every one of yours, namaste.